you for joining me on the channel, Mazaraf Tarot. Today I am doing a reading for the sign of Aries. You don't have to be an Aries. You could be a cross watcher. The title of the reading could resonate for you, as well as you could have Aries somewhere in your chart. I also will be using male and female pronouns, but you don't have to be a biological man or a woman to be in either of the energies, and honestly, it could change for you throughout the reading. So find your place in the story, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And then lastly, I hope that you guys like, share, and subscribe. Like I always say, Aries, we are using the same cards, but it is a reset. It is a new week, so there will be new messages. All right. Now, Aries, did you bump into someone? I feel like this is okay. I don't know why. Aries, I feel like this is not the main message, but I'm going to talk about it very, very quickly for someone that could relate. I don't know why there's a Page of Swords, so it could be a young air sign, Geminis, Aquariuses, or Libras. They're wanting to come in between two individuals that are already broken up, two individuals that are already not together, already separated. It's like two people have gone their separate ways. But that young air sign, if they are not young, they always got something to say. They want to put themselves in the middle of something where they're not needed. Not only are they not needed, like, there's no point. But they have something to say, I do feel. But the thing is, what I'm seeing is like, that person is like, I really wanna cause the two people to really break up. Because the individual would be under the impression that two individuals that could have once been in a relationship, friendly co-workers or something like that, he's like, but they are not close anymore. Not only are they not close anymore, they're like not even on the same side anymore. Like, I don't know, but it's a male, I do believe. It was tied to Geminis last week, but it doesn't have to be. It's someone like Gemini. The Gemini that I was reading for prior was an elder. This was a young individual that's like, I wasn't around then, but I'm here now. The thing that is so weird is this person is like trying to come in between two individuals. It was coming out for Libra, this Two of Cups, but it's coming out in reverse. So it could be the opposite of Libra, i.e. Aries. It doesn't have to be. I believe the opposite of Libra is Aries. I could be mistaken. It could be another fire sign. I know it's a fire sign. The issue is, what I'm seeing is someone is like, I want to make sure that y'all never are close again. I don't like this energy though, because a masculine energy, there's something wrong with the masculine energy. Like, he's deformed. Like, there's some sort of deformity about a masculine energy. Like, it's something about his torso. Okay, I do feel something wrong with his upper body. But whatever it is, it's like, what I'm getting honestly is like, he wants to be online visualizing a past or showing a past of him being a great mother or a great father. But it's like, boy, you ain't never been pregnant. You don't even have no children. You ain't never been what it is that you are portraying to the world. The thing is, that person would have, not necessarily a runner-up, someone that's supposed to have a cancer's back. Ironically, they're parading around, dancing with that person, dancing around the subject or whatever, because it's like, was somebody just in a hospital? Like, how do y'all have time to even be doing this? But regardless, it's just so weird. It's just so weird that this energy is coming out, because they're like, I don't want y'all close. They're not close though. That's the thing. They're not close, but someone is like, I just want to make sure that y'all never get close. Now, who needs enemies when you have people like this around you, right, Aries? But it's just very, very strange, because I do feel like the person is young. If they're not young, they're new to an environment. They're new to a family. They're new around an organization. They're new, but they've already came in with this not air of superiority, with this goal set in mind that they want to play games, but they want to play games with someone to make sure that person actually has no real connections. The thing is, this person would essentially be trying to make their way to somebody's home. Because to me, it looks like this person is playing baseball or softball. But what I'm seeing is like, you know, for softball, it's like 1 strike, you're out, 2 strikes, you're out, 3 strikes, you're out. And then they get to slide in somebody's home so that way they can feel safe. It's that type of vibe for this person. The issue is with those strikes, I'm visualizing a tower. But the towers would be illusions. It would just be causing people to argue or have a misunderstanding or not to be able to see eye to eye with one another. It could be a parent's new boyfriend or girlfriend or something. Like it's very, very strange. But the person would be doing it multiple times. It's also making me think of like LA, where they have that judicial system where it's like you only get 3 strikes and you're fucking out. Like someone would also be messing with someone's freedom over and over and over again. With that being said, it's making me think of a Cancer sign, specifically in the past for Cancers, where they were like, I was invited here. I was invited here. Y'all want to do this fucked up shit, excuse my language, to me? And now I'm trying to have to run out the door. I'm trying to have to run and run and run and run. But then y'all want to have police there or someone there that's acting like they're there to save me or help me, but really they want to block me in. Essentially to try to silence a Cancer sign. But a Cancer sign is like, I was invited here. I was homeless. I was out. But when I got here, I realized I don't get down like this. I don't like the shit that y'all into. Because someone was out of their mind with some sort of spiritual insight, but it wasn't spiritual. It was demonic, the power that was going on in somebody else's house or situation or job. But Cancer signs, because of the situation that they were in with their own partner, where maybe they both had lost their house. Like Cancers was like, me and my husband, me and my wife, we both got evicted, lost our house, fell on hard times. I'm gonna go stay here, you go stay here, we're separated, we're divorcing, whatever. Who Cancers would have thought like, okay, they're just like me, you know? Cancer signs would have realized in the past, like, hell nah, this is not, you know, where I belong. But it was really because someone fucked with Cancer's money. Cherubs. Some little fuckers. I don't know what it is. Actually, nah. It's some people that think they are. But they are not. They are simply fallen. But they feel enlightened about it, I do feel. But regardless, this energy is there. But I feel like this person is like, I'm not at home. We're not home. We're not home right now. Leave a message. I don't know what it is. Because they're still out. They're still out there. So essentially, with that being said, this person would, in a way, look at themselves like God, a creator. More so if you ever watched the show Chuck, where it's like, oh my God, I just didn't know what I was capable of, bruh. I wrote some shit down and everybody took it for face value like it was real. But he was like, I was just fabricating shit when I wrote all that. I didn't know that was going to believe me. I didn't know what it was going to become. Didn't have no lessons. Didn't have no teachers. No one in the spiritual realm even knew who that fucker was. They just wrote some shit and everybody ran with it. It could have been by the numbers. I don't know what it is. It actually would have been because of who would have actually been in the dumps. Either who they would have dumped, a person that fabricated some shit like online or text messages or legal documents, who they dumped, or who they had homeless eating out the dumpster or treated like a bitch or had someone out there being a fool or looking like a fool. The person wasn't a fool. They were actually angelic. Like, I'm Metatron. It's that type of thing. But regardless, this person is just not, they're not home at the moment. But they're still playing that game. They're playing that game with somebody. And it's weird because it's to the DNA level. Like someone is like trying to fuck up somebody's whole family. A person will come into somebody's life like, I'm here for you. We're on the same team. We got the same goals. But I promise you, they simply want to see somebody fall. Someone's whole family, someone's whole shit, like genetically. I But it's weird because they feel like it's not pride. It's not Capricorn. It's not a dream. It's not a gay man. It's not. I don't know what it is. This is not symbolically. But I want this person to be very, very careful. Because there's something that wants to come sting this fucker. There's something there. And you know what? It's so weird because right now it seems like everything is going to plan. But I'm just seeing something. It's not even the calm before the storm. It's like right before, because I can see it fucking forming. Right before something metformin. Someone could have diabetes. I don't know what it is. Or someone could be on metformin. That person with metformin is like, I'm coming from a higher perspective and I'm going to dive straight in. But it's just like infestation. But I'm seeing it like, for instance, if you ever seen the movie Legion, when they're in that truck, Tyrese, the family that was having car issues, and the hooker chef, because it was a hooker chef, and the person that got attacked by the old grandma. I'm kind of seeing the grandma, but for some reason the grandma, I don't know. It's weird. I'm seeing the scene where they're driving, and he's like, once I drop y'all up at this hospital, then like da-da-da. All those damn flies, all those damn things coming through the vents, coming through the shit. I'm seeing that person experience that. But you know what is so weird though? They would have essentially caused somebody else to go through that. Having flies in the house, dealing with parasites, dealing with a whole bunch of sick shit. And but theirs would have been spiritual. No. Mm-mm. Earthly. It would have been like sorcery. It would have been dark. They would have purposely been doing that. But they would have been going like, see, I told you they connected to a Scorpio and ending, or I told you they ain't no good. That's why this person, the Page of Swords, would have been doing that. I feel like when it happens to this person, it's divine. It's divine. Because whoever is, somebody's like, I'm not losing it. Like, I'm gonna let you play the game that you want to play. But you were playing by yourself. Because I ain't playing ball with you. I am not your father and I am not your mother. Because what I'm saying, your father and your mother want to punish you. They want to punish you. Because they don't believe in you anymore. It's just so sad because this person could cause carnage for a lot of other people in the way of whatever betrayals, like, you know, the plates, like all that shit that they would have been doing. It's very, very strange, but that's just a side note. So I'll put that off to the side, Aries, because that's not actually what I want to talk about. All right, so let's see. Aries pass. Oh, shit. How do I want to say that? Look at your fingers. Oh, all right, someone's fingers could be slow, so not necessarily. All right, Disney World. It ain't Disney World. It ain't Gemini. This energy was coming out for Gemini, but it's coming out in reverse. So I do feel like I could be talking about a Sagittarius female. They could be young, could be a child, and necessarily take it however it resonates, and an earth sign. Now, this earth sign energy, that's Knight of Pentacles, was out in the past. I know it's energy. This energy was out in the past for Aries, and it was tied to, like, honestly, someone that was looking at maybe a Libra, not necessarily, and Libra not having nothing, and trying to figure out how can they, trying to calculate how can they get some more money, more resources or something like that, or get through the human resources. But Aries in the past was kind of looking at that person, possibly a father, a deacon, a pastor, a church member, friend, son, daughter, whatever. But they were like, I need to go home and I need to change my clothes very quickly. And then, I'm going to shoot you a text and be on my way, and maybe we can figure out what steps we need to take, because maybe if that job isn't working, I know you don't want to have to humble yourself, but maybe you can work at a warehouse, maybe you can work here, maybe you can work there, yada 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 yada. But Aries in the past was just essentially like, I love you, but you need to wait until I can make this change in my life. All right, now Sagittarius, since they came out, Sagittarius was different than Aries. Sagittarius, it was all about itself, all about themselves, because it was like, I want to get revenge on everybody that fucking played me once upon a time, that wanted to say that I didn't have the new Jordans, or I didn't have the new Nikes, and I didn't, and my hair wasn't always done, and such and such and such and such. But with that being said, it was making me think of this reading I had up. Was it for Aries in the past, wet versus dry? A mother essentially... It wouldn't have been a mother, a father. There would have been a father, like a fat ass, not necessarily. He represented greed that had took over the house. And the mother or someone would have been trying to get that person to stop drinking, stop smoking, stop something. Stop eating that way. It's not like Taurus. Taurus a fraud. It was like, I'll do it too, but the mother had their hands full. So they essentially had to turn their back on that person, because they're like, you ain't gonna never change. You ain't gonna never do right. You ain't gonna always be my baby, type of thing. The sky is not the fucking limit for you. But now what I'm seeing is coming out for Aries, this Knight of Pentacles energy. Again, it's coming out again. This person, though, this Knight of Pentacles in earth sign, is so weird. It's so weird. They're gonna have to pay up, I do feel, or they had to pay up in the past for something when it pertains to Sagittarius. Now, the thing that is so weird to me is I'm seeing like a piece of jewelry, like a little Dior necklace, a little Louis Vuitton necklace, like a necklace type of thing, or a pendant, but it's name brand. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It's just fairly expensive for the amount of material that it actually is, or like the actual grams or weight of gold that it is. It's not a lot. But that person is like, I dropped that ornament. Sagittarius. Them like, I dropped that ornament. It broke. The necklace broke. It's just on the ground. But somebody would be like, they wouldn't be like, what's up with that? Hold on. I don't know what I mean. Like, what I mean is like, normally someone would ask, what's up with that? Why is that up like that? Why you put that up like that? Or what's going on with that? I feel like somebody was let down by that. I do feel. But Sagittarius is like looking at an earth sign. But them like, I don't care. Cause it's not Gemini's view of things. It's not that. It's like, I don't wanna. It's made me think of Disney World, honestly, but then like, I don't want to. I don't want to hold that. I don't want to. With that being said, I don't feel like it's like Libra where they were having like urinary incontinence or something like that. But really, you know, it's a multitude of things. Like they were running their mouth, talking shit, diarrhea of the mouth, was pissed off. Sagittarius or a fire sign in the life of Aries. Okay, so this could be Aries. They are like kind of the same, but I actually feel like they could have been mouthy about that or something. I don't know. I feel like they want to get over it. They want to get over it. Like, I'm over it. But the truth of the matter is, you know how they say the gray is in the middle. I don't know how to say it, but it's like black and white. Don't see things in black and white. Some people see things in the gray. So the truth lies somewhere in the freaking middle about that trinket, ornament, necklace, or something like that, where someone was let down. Someone that's like, you need to get over it. I need to get over it. So on and so forth. But an earth sign is like, I need to pay up for it in the past. Or the earth sign is like, I paid for that. I paid for that. I just don't like it though, because the earth sign, you know how like some people do things out the kindness of their heart, Aries, where why, like what I'm getting to is, why does the earth sign feel inclined to repeatedly show off the fact that they pay for this, they pay for that, they pay for this, they pay for that? Like the only thing you bring to the fucking table is the money. That's the only thing you bring to the table. You have nothing in common with Aries, where it's like, let's go to the drawing board together. Let's figure out what we're going to do. I will drive you to KFC so you can do the fucking application. I will do the application online for you. I will help you build your resume. You, the earth sign, don't do none of that. But they want to sit up there on their fucking high horse, black ass, and talk about, but would be lying like a motherfucker, talking about, oh, I do this, I pay for this, I pay for that, da 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 da. But Aries, even though them like, you need to get over it, they would know the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Like, why would that just be on the floor like that? Why would that trinket, that necklace is just broken like that? Why? A child can be involved, not necessarily. The fire sign in a situation would be Aries. I feel Sagittarius, but it could be Aries as well. Would be like, I'm feeling unsteady right now. Earth sign. In the past, I'm feeling unsteady. Okay. Because it's not illusions. It's not illusions. Their life, Aries' life in the past, was turned upside down. And I feel like Aries had to like get used to or get familiar with their new reality, where they were constantly unsteady on their feet. But they're like, I don't want a crutch. I just don't feel like it right now. But also with that being said, it's kind of weird because that Aries or that fire sign would be going, I don't really see myself in the world like that. I'm not like Gemini, earth sign. I don't really see myself, I'm not of the world. And I really don't want to see worldly things. But it's weird, the earth sign, whether it be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, they keep going to the Aries. Almost, they look at Aries like their daughter. But not necessarily them, like, you need me. I'm a knight. I'm here. I'll be, you need me. But it's like roles have been reversed, because now the earth sign would be saying that to an Aries. Like, I'm gonna change my clothes when I come, change my clothes. Now I'm coming to you and yada 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 yada. Okay, but Aries, or maybe someone, earth sign is like, I went to the library, I got your favorite book, I got your favorite thing, because someone is like, I know you keep that book in your car. I still got that book. I got it. And I'm bringing it to you. Would they be driving Aries' car in the past? And earth sign would have been driving Aries' car in the past. Take it out, resonates. But then, like, I don't know. The Aries, though, in the past is not complex. There's nothing that you need to decode. So with that being said, I'm like, I'm not about to be texting. Or they just like said serious, like, I can't do no spell works. I don't know. It's weird though, because not only like my view of Aries would change, because Aries would have in the past been doing the impossible just to be there for the earth sign. They would have been doing the impossible, because like, how you move in like that, Aries? How you able to even move like that? You leave your home, you know, there's no water sign around. The earth sign is moving and fucking grooving, and you want to steady on your feet. But I have to give it up to Aries in the past. Their head was not necessarily in the cloud. No. Their mind would have been honestly focused on their house, their home, bridging the communication about that, and also possibly a place to lay their head, a place to rest, possibly. But when it pertains to that place to rest, they're like, make sure it's with mama. Make sure it's with mama. Because that son of mine, I don't know what he on. Okay, he can forget about me very easily. But it is something about that jewel, that necklace, that's gem of heaven. I do feel Aries. But with that being said, I've heard this once before. Someone would have been running with wolves. All right, yeah. But I do feel like that's two different storylines. But the thing that's bringing them together is a Three of Swords, but it's coming out in reverse. I actually just feel like someone is like, I want to talk about, it's not that, I want to like pull that out. Pull out? Ew, that's nasty. I don't know what that means. These swords, I'm just seeing them being removed. The issue is, it's like, will those hearts, but it ain't love. It ain't love. It's not blood. Friend, I don't know what it is. Will they be able to heal themselves? Will they be more than a woman? Will they be more than a woman? I don't know. So let's see what we can get, because this reading get along for you currently, Aries. All right, it's a lovely, lovely, lovely energy. I'm not going to focus on that currently, because I always focus on that. You know, I always focus on, and I'm not talking third person. I'm talking for whoever could resonate with what I'm saying. So, like I say, find your place. But I don't know if it's the Aries. I don't know if it's the earth sign, because there's many people involved in a situation. I always talk about how he, an earth sign, how he looked down on me, how he looked down on us, how you do that. And it's weird because he would look down because he like, look at you. You always need my help. You always want me to be there for you. But it's like, Even though I might not be in the same position as you, Earth sign, I would expect you to realize that I am always there for you too. Whether it be support, love, understanding, someone you can vent to. I might just not have the money. But again, it's the way that the Earth sign would break it down, the baby. Them always there, always having to help somebody. Like, damn, you can't do nothing for yourself. I just don't like it though, because they would be like keeping track. Like, look, Libra, look. Like, someone could fucking literally see screenshots currently. Like, see how much I done helped out this person. See how much I done did. But again, it's just like this, an earth sign that would resonate with this energy, Aries, would have a track record for doing that. But they would look at themselves like Aries in the past. Like, I'm such a loving grandma. Anytime them babies needed to come stay with me, the only thing is this earth sign would make fun of Aries and who they used to be in the past, possibly. Like, your house. I'm not staying in no damn attic. But they would have this thing about themselves now where they got this fucking mental complex for them, like, anytime. But they are not anything like that. No. There's a thing though. There's many people involved. 2 people have removed themselves. I don't like it though, because the earth sign is just like, fuck you. To somebody, a house or home, a daughter, Aries, I don't know. They just are like that. But they will be doing that because 2 people that feel like they gotta beg an earth sign to give them more, give them what they need, feed them, house them, clothe them, or whatever. But the earth sign would lead people to believe that it's up with their fucking money. Like, my money good. You know, what's up with my money? Don't fucking question me about my money. It's my money. They will be saying fuck you to someone, possibly even me, the reader, simply because those 2 people left. They're not there. They're not there. They're not talking. They're not. They ain't breaking my heart. I ain't partying. I ain't clubbing. But yeah. The thing is, I don't know who this is. It was a Taurus sign in the past. It doesn't have to be. It also was a Leo. That motherfucker got something similar. The thing is, Aries, whatever that jewelry was that was broken, left on the side, thrown to the heavens, whatever have you, that somebody had to get over. Somebody now, either a Leo or a Taurus, maybe look at themselves as King of Kings. But as soon as they do, just know that the world has turned evil. They have that. Either they have something similar to that. They have an illusion on set in their mind about having something similar to that. Someone is like, I want that necklace. I want that jewel. I want that ring. I want that thing that Aries or such and such had in Aries' life. I want that. But for that person to get that, okay, them like once again needing something from an earth sign. Them like, let me have that. The thing is, the earth sign's mind has changed. I will say that. Because a person beforehand, Aries wasn't up to it. Aries couldn't do it with the 2 individuals that are here. Aries couldn't do it in the past. Okay. It was something about them being unsteady. A Leo or a Taurus, they look at themselves like King of King, honestly. Them like, these 2 right here, them like, just drop them off. Just drop them off. Remember I said I only saw 2 because I saw an earth sign in the middle going, fuck you. Them like, just leave them, drop them off. I'll get it. I'll take care of it. Da, da, da. But they got this devious smile. They're just happy, laughing. But I really don't trust it. Because why do they keep doing that? Why do they keep picking this shit up? Like, why do they keep doing it? But they don't. This earth sign Lee saw them as people. This don't. It's an obligation. Like, I see them and I see the word. I see a promise. I see something. But it's like, please don't look at them like that. Don't look at them like that. They are more than that. They are more than that. But somebody is like, honestly, somebody that's like, I'm not putting on the show, bitch. It's not Honey Balenciaga. I am not a transgender. I am not Shanae, bitch. Don't ever. And also, this also ain't Martin. I don't volunteer to go through the Hunger Game for your bitch shit. Them like, I don't have the obligation. I don't have those two. I'm not picking them up repeatedly. I'm not blind. I'm not there. I'm not there. But they would have walked away and caused a flood of emotions, just a whole shitload of an influx. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But it's like, exit that. I don't know what it is. Come on in reverse. More or less. It's not a get together. It's not happy. I'm not happy to see you. I don't want to. And I don't give a fuck about your non-trip. Because somebody's like, I didn't go to Greyhound. And I don't give a fuck about your non-grandma, granddaddy. I don't give a fuck about that. Because that nigga ain't who him said him is. Actually, that nigga ain't who he said I am. Alright. The Page of Pentacles energy came out. We're going to make this be for the future. I feel nervous. I mean, it's Page of Pentacles. Someone is like, they are knocked out. They are knocked out. That is just not their happy home or family. That is not theirs. But they are knocked out. It'd be an earth sign saying it. Would they be sending a message? Because it's coming out as a page. They are knocked out. They are exhausted. We just got here. But the kids would have been knocked out immediately. Because I'm like, we're not playing. We're not playing. Bitch, this ain't no Yu-Gi-Oh! Old school radio. Last card for the future. Actually, somebody else is like, but I'm up. I'm up. They're in a defensive stand. They're not in a defensive stance. They're like, I'm seeing what you're saying to me, but I know you're trying to burn me. I know you're trying to flame me. I know you're trying to be a high priestess. I know you're trying to do something. And it's so bad, so sad. You're terrible at it. But that's all I got. Godspeed. God bless. Bye.